Tonight, Honorable Ikuforiji joins us to give further insight into the uncertainties in the Lagos State House of Assembly. Thank you so much for your time, Honorable. It's good to have you again.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. It's good to have you back again. I mean, now that we can hear you or hear each other. Well, I mean, we drop off, of course, we left off from the fact that we're trying to make a point that, I mean, his remover, the lawmakers, of course, were right to have removed him. But speaking about the right, I mean, the former speaker insisted that he remains the legitimate speaker and that due process was not followed. If due process wasn't followed in his impeachment, do you think he has, he has no constitutional right to challenge his removal in court?
Well, I mean, who feels his right is being infringed upon for whatever reason, I mean, you have the right to go to court. But in the case of the offices, the principal offices in the legislative arm of government, there is very little that the court can do about it. The Constitution is very clear about it. The office of the Speaker or any other principal officer of the House is not one that outsiders, non-members of the Parliament can do much about. You are not elected from your constituency to be Speaker in the House. It is the members of the Parliament that within themselves decide who will be the head of the Parliament, who will be the deputy, and who else will occupy the other principal offices. And the Constitution is very straightforward about it. Any member of the legislature, any member of the House of Assembly in this case, can be the Speaker of the House. That is why sometimes you see a house with very highly educated, highly enlightened people, members, but you have a member who is not even as educated, being elected as the head of the Parliament, of the House. So, just like the Constitution makes it the choice of the members to pick who the Speaker will be, so also it made it so free for them to remove whoever they have chosen as their Speaker or Deputy Speaker or any other principal officer. The major power that I think the Speaker has is this issue of, the committees of the House. He can decide, and of course he's supposed to do so also with the principal officers or the select committee of the House, who will be chairpersons or chairman of a committee. But if you take that away, the Speaker is just first among equals, and he is on that seat at the mercy of his members. Let's continue to remind ourselves. So in the case of Lagos, with a vote of removal by 27, the Speaker is gone.
Okay.
And there is nothing anybody can do about it.
Okay. Permit me to butt in
Yes, sir.
here. The allegations leveled against the former Speaker ranges from gross misconduct to financial misappropriation and poor leadership. But those of his supporters argue that those accusing him were also beneficiaries of his leadership, of the poor leadership. Why do you think these allegations are coming out now? Do you think there's more to what has been presented?
My brother, the issue here is to remove the Speaker any allegation. Like I told you yesterday, if you feel that you are wearing powder on your face and they think, oh, This is unbecoming of our speaker. Why should he wear powder? They can remove you. If you smile and they feel that, oh, Mr. Speaker is smiling like market, even appear what it should be like, they can remove you. The constitution allows that. It's unlike the office of the governor. That's why a speaker will not equate himself to the governor of a state or any of the principal, the leaders of the two houses of the National Assembly, equating themselves to the president of the country. For you to remove the governor, impeach a governor of a state, there is a procedure already spelled out in the constitution. And that procedure must be followed to the letter. Of the governor being impeached and then they go to court. And of course, if the procedure is not properly followed, the court may just nullify the impeachment. But with the legislature, it has its own prerogative.
So nobody can say, I have not been properly removed. If you are removed by your members, 2/3 of them, if it's 2/3 short of one, yes, says that. The aside from that,
the aside there is nothing about it.
All right, Honorable, let me come in a bit here. Can you hear me, Honorable? So how do you respond to critics that this crisis is a reflection of deeper political rift and cracks within the ruling party in Lagos? Because some have also questioned the role of the governor as well, in terms of the state governor in addressing or resolving the leadership crisis rocking the state assembly. What are the chances for reconciliation there?
Let me...
It's completely different from the other states of the Federation. Lagos is more politically matured than the other states. Thanks to our leader, who is now the president of the country. He has taken his time over the years to build a political structure that can withstand the test of time in Lagos. This issue of the governor, this or that. Look, in Lagos, interestingly, we all belong to the same political family. We are all children of the same father. Yes, even if you are 4 or 5 in your family, you may still have some, differences. But at the end of the day, you have a father who will tell you, okay, you shouldn't go beyond this point. So we are lucky. The structure is strong. And it's not one that a governor or a chairman or some, can just wake up overnight and say, I want to. No. It doesn't happen that way. And our leader, the president of this country today, he started this even when he was governor of the state. So you will see that when he was governor, the legislation was completely free. When all other states have their legislation tied to the apron of their governor. It wasn't so in Lagos. That's why, for example, we were the first to have financial autonomy in this country. I mean, the National Assembly only recently considered, empowering the state legislation through financial autonomy. Done that long ago here under Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu then. Even when the state did not have sufficient money to do it, the law was passed, he signed it, when the bill was passed, he signed it to law, and they called the House, called the Speaker to the round table conference, say, hey, we have signed it, but we don't have the money to operate your autonomy now. So on a monthly basis, let's agree. As the money comes in, we do this. And It was like that until I became the speaker, and then we got to a point that, okay, now we can have it. So the whole thing, the whole noise about the governor doing this, governor is not true. Our governor belongs to this same family. And the governor, you also know the type of governor we have. He is a cool-headed young man who is very, very passionate about building Lagos, taking Lagos to a higher level. And he's been doing so well. I don't think all this idea of governor did the governor, these are just figments of people's imagination. The governor is doing his job, and the House has to do its own job.
Okay. Perhaps, of course, the last is yet to be, heard about this conversation. Thank you so much for your time, Honorable Ikuforiji, the former Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. Thank you for your time on Newsnight.
Thank you very much.
Okay.